Okay, have we started stream? We've started stream. Okay, chat. It may seem a little dark right now for me. Um, Let me change my LEDs. All right, this is the brightest that you get. My hair looks so weird right now. Hold on. Okay. Okay, well, whatever. I can't really pull my hair back. Okay, that's fine. Um, Today we're reacting to some videos. Oh wait, what the hell?
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need. What a great day.
No.
What an okay day. What a messed up.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Okay, hold on. Never mind. I'm not gonna go back. Let's go to the main YouTube page. Okay, chat. Today, what would? Okay, hold on.
I'm born in 2019, but I had a Gen Z childhood.
You're 6.
Yeah, so what, little bro?
Okay.
Today.
Okay.
Hey.
All right, chat. Today we are gonna be watching some videos. That's literally all we're gonna be doing today. We're probably gonna be doing some gaming as well. Okay, so we might do some gaming. Oh, let me see what Joe Bartolozzi's posted actually. Okay, it's just basically how this guy's really good. Okay, nothing really important to watch here. Okay, so we're going back to the reactions again because I haven't done that in a while. Do not mind this, yo. Don't mind this. I promise you, I'm not a gooner. This is accidental. We're gonna go to a stream tab.
This is not a drama video. This is a video about Clarence. But Mark, didn't you...
Okay. So basically, we're gonna be watching Is Bad Guys 2 Bad? I Caught Someone Worse Than Epstein, Gideon, Jojo Siwa's career being over, the downfall of Beastland, what the problem with the Rec Room, FaZe Clan most viral moments, rapper promotes the same song for 17 years. This is the 41 guy. So, we are doing a lot of videos today. We might be able to be streaming after though, like playing games and stuff, but that's not really a big possibility as I will like probably end stream in like 3 hours or so. And this stuff is like 2 hours combined, I think. So we are probably not going to be going to gaming, but who knows? Who knows? But yeah, let's just get into the video and yeah, let's watch. Also got me some noodles, so some delicious noodles. What just happened? Okay, hold on. Yo.
This is not a drama video. This is not a drama video. This is a video about Clarence. But Mark, didn't you already make a video about Clarence? Yeah, I mean like a billion years ago. In reality, this video was more of a pseudo-response to a recently released video by the YouTuber The Mysterious Mr. Enter, who over the past month has been releasing a review each day on every Cartoon Network show. Not an easy feat. Now, despite not keeping up with his channel much nowadays, I used to watch Mr. Enter religiously. Like, he's one of the first channels I remember ever subscribing to on YouTube. I would just sit for hours watching his animated atrocities on SpongeBob, Fairly OddParents. Hell, I'd watch his reviews on shows I'd never even seen before. If you had asked me when I was like 12 who my favorite YouTuber was, it would have been Some Call Me Johnny. But Mr. Enter was a close second.
I don't even know these people, bro. Alright, bro. Let's get on with the video, please.
Again, I don't really keep up with them much nowadays. I don't really keep up with many YouTubers, to be fair. But occasionally, I will check out a review or two when they appear in my subscription feed, for a nice little trip down memory lane of when I thought he was like the pinnacle of authority on cartoons. And that's what brings us to today's video. During Mr. Enter's marathon of Cartoon Network shows, I've been seeing his thoughts pop up on Twitter a lot, mainly people disagreeing with his reasons for disliking a show. I think the most talked about one being his criticism of the art and animation of Robot Jones.
Hi, Bella.
The
God, bro,
Subaru Share the
already
Love
an
event
ad?
is proud to donate millions of dollars to
Skip.
Claiming it taking inspiration from Schoolhouse Rock cheapens its visuals, whereas I personally think it adds to the charm of that show, but that's neither here nor there. After seeing all this discussion, I decided to watch Mr. Enter's review of the show Clarence. My review of it from way back when was also the first video on this channel to reach 1 million views, so you could say it holds a special place in my heart. I thought the show, despite its poor reputation at the time, was incredibly charming, perfectly encapsulating what it was like to be a kid. It's a super genuine series, one of which I'll always look back on fondly. And so it's no surprise that I heavily disagreed with his assessment on the show, claiming it to be one of the worst cartoons of the 2010s, as well as heavily implying it to be the worst show Cartoon Network has ever produced. Like,
Wait, what? Hold on.
worst cartoons of the 2010s, as well as heavily implying it to be the worst show Cartoon Network has ever produced. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna say this. First of all, saying that it's the worst show ever produced on Cartoon Network is a long shot. Like, you are absolutely incorrect, bro. I remember watching Clarence. Clarence is such a peak show, bro. It's so good. Clarence was like one of my favorite shows back then, dude. I don't know what this guy is getting at, bro. Clarence was the best, bro. And saying that it's the worst, there's definitely like way worse things out there, bro. Definitely worse. Come on now, bro.
what? But that's not where it ends. You know, if this were a simple case of me disagreeing with him, that would be that. I wouldn't make a video in his review just because he feels a certain kind of way about Clarence. He's entitled to his own opinion and all. Instead, I'm making this video because I feel like he did a poor job at illustrating why he feels the way he does, and in a lot of cases goes out of his way to misrepresent the show, especially with a couple notable episodes that I would personally consider some of my favorites. So let's talk about it. And if there's anything I want to make clear to start, I cannot stress this enough. It's that I don't want you to go to Mr. Enter's channel and harass him or whatever over this. It's a children's cartoon at the end of the day, this really isn't that serious. And again, I like Mr. Enter. If it weren't for him, I probably would not be uploading videos on YouTube today. He's to blame. Also, I'd be stupid not to mention, but I've made my fair share of bad videos too, believe me, I know. I've marathoned plenty of shows over the years and probably misrepresented a couple episodes here and there. I can't imagine the strain of watching every episode of a studio's entire library, and so I get it, you know? But I don't know, it's been like 6 years since that original video I did on Clarence. I don't think there's any harm in further explaining why I enjoy it so much. So without further ado, let's talk about how Mr. Enter was wrong about Clarence. Also, I'm very fucking sick, I'm sorry. So Mr. Enter's video is a bit scatterbrained in regards to how it's formatted. It definitely comes off more like a series of notes he's jotted down while watching rather than a fleshed out structured script. Which is fine. I imagine when you're writing reviews on like 30 shows, you're not going to want them all to follow the same structure. But because of that, it's going to make some of this response feel like me just bringing up random point after random point, but I promise you, that's what the original video pretty much is. So I'm going to try my best to format this in a digestible way, so it makes it easier even if you haven't seen his review. If for some reason you're unaware, Clarence is a Cartoon Network original that ran from 2014 to 2018, gaining a total of
4 years? I did not know it actually ran for 4 years. That's actually crazy. What the hell? I did not know it ran for 4 years. 2014 to 2018. So this show is pretty old. It is pretty old, actually. Damn, dude. Damn.
30 11-minute episodes. A very impressive amount considering all the controversy surrounding the show, most notably with its creator Skylar Peach, who was fired from the series shortly after.
Wait, what? No way. Sexual assault charges? This happened in 2014? Why did I never know about this? What the fuck? Sexual assault charges? I hope it's not a kid, bro. I hope it was not a kid. I mean, it would still be bad if it was a kid, if it wasn't a kid, which it probably wasn't. I'm not gonna say anything, but that's crazy. The show's creator, bro. Yo, that's like insanely lucky if like it was still airing after that. Dude, a kid's show, and then right after this guy. Wow, dude. Way to like ruin your life. Holy, dude. Could have gotten some serious money too.
It took me a few years to give the show a chance. I wasn't really watching very many cartoons when I was 12 other than Sonic Boom, but I think that was more from Stockholm Syndrome than anything else. It's funny, I think around that time I got so embarrassed by the idea of still watching cartoons that I simply went from watching them to watching other people talk about them. But when I did decide to watch it, I had immediately regretted waiting so long to give it a look, as I was incredibly endeared at how well the show managed to capture the essence of being a kid, focusing on a small cast of characters going through fun, relatable scenarios that most of us could remember going through. Like going to an arcade and having to make the most out of your limited amount of money, waiting around at your parents' work, or being bored as hell at the doctor's office. Nothing groundbreaking, it's not like these stories or characters are unique to Clarence, but it's one of the best examples.
Yeah, I feel like Clarence was like a really relatable show. Like, especially if you're like on the younger side, you could still relate to it. I feel like anyone can actually relate to this. Cause like the show, it just like, it's literally all about just being kids. That's literally the whole premise of it. It doesn't really have any deep meaning to it. So like, it makes sense that this show also ran for a long time, because like, although some people may think that it was a bad show, it was just really relatable. Like, insanely relatable, because all this stuff, most of the things that happen in the show, like, probably happened once in your guys' life. Some of the things. Most of the things in this show happened in my life, too, so. There's like a big, that's also another reason why I really like this show, dude. It's just so relatable.
The cartoon capturing what it was like to go through these scenarios. And I think such a big reason for that is because these characters are incredibly relatable for all the
Exactly what I'm saying.
wrong reasons. A big issue
Wait,
I have with a lot
Wrong reasons.
of current kids' cartoons is that they all seem to come from the POV of the adults writing them. Instead of coming off like actual kids, the characters instead come off like how the writer wished things were actually like when they were younger. Everything seems so sanitized, so sanded off without any edge whatsoever. What I like about cartoons like Hey Arnold and Fairly Odd Parents is that they don't treat the world like it's this awesome, perfect place where everyone gets along and holds hands while celebrating each other's differences. Kids can be fucking assholes. They can be mean and gross and selfish, and that's something I always appreciated Clarence representing. There are a lot of moments in Mr. Enter's video where he points something out like,
The voice acting in the show is largely fine. Sumo sounds like he's about to hack something out of his lungs.
and all I can say is, like, yeah, that's the point. You knew a kid like this, I sure as hell did. Clarence is one of the most accurate representations of childhood I've seen in a cartoon, and it's because it doesn't shy away from all the ugly stuff. Mr. Enter spends a good portion of his video criticizing the show's art style, mainly how there's no real cohesion between any of the characters. And again, while you're
Art style? It's a children's show, dude. This is a show for children. It's not meant to catch the eyes of like grown ass adults. I mean, I kind of like it. I just like the simple doodle kind of like. I like shows and games that are just like they have a simple design, nothing extra to it. Like don't mind me, I like realistic games. I like High on Life. It's just like games like Schedule One or Lethal Company. Like those games are also very cool. Like there's not really like a limit or like a breaking point of like what sort of like styles have to be included in like games or shows. Maybe you get what I'm saying. I probably sound crazy right now.
Allowed to dislike it. That's the point.
The character designs are confusing at best. Like, it's a fandom meme that Jeff looks like Steve from Minecraft because he's a blockhead. Literally. And because him and the people who are related to him are the only ones with that head shape, he sticks out like a sore thumb.
They're all crude caricatures that highlight how weird and stupid some kids can look. No two look alike, each kid is unique and different in their own way.
Bunny, 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 bunny. 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 Bunny, 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 bunny.
So, what is this? What is this ad? Is it just some dude saying bunny like the whole time?
Bunny, 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 bunny. Bunny, 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 bunny.
Yo.
Bunny, 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 bunny. Bunny, 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 bunny.
It's kind of
The
weird.
only cohesion in the art style is the lack of cohesion.
It's like, we're saying the same thing, but he has /NEG next to it, while mine has /POS. For example, he points out how Jeff stands out way too much because he and his family are the only characters with squares for heads. But doesn't that fit Jeff's character perfectly? Frequently being the odd man out, finding himself unable to fit in with those around him.
I've always been the nice guy of the group.
Hold the door, please!
Guess nice guys do finish last.
Compared to the rest of the kids in the main cast, Jeff is more often than not seen as being the boring one of the group. The rule follower, unwilling to try new, unconventional things. I guess you could describe him as being a bit of a square. Again, it's fine if he finds the art style unappealing, but at least take the time to understand why those choices were made in the first place. Clarence is by far the character who gets it the worst, though. Mr. Enter goes off, claiming him to be the worst protagonist in the entire Cartoon Network lineup. And this is mostly in regards to how the character never receives any consequences for any of his actions throughout the series. He brings up a couple examples of this, such as Clarence wrecking the arcade and not getting punished for it, where, again, I think this is a clear case of the writers showcasing how actual kids act. I mean, have you ever been inside a Chuck E. Cheese or indoor playground? From my experiences, the kids are roaming free with next to no supervision, and with that, it's gonna come a fucking mess. But also, why can't we just have Clarence act like a kid without needing to follow it up with a scene of him being scolded for it? A lot of these examples are also just flat out not true. Like with the episode Jeff's Secret, where Clarence finds out Jeff was born with an extra toe, and has to fight his temptations to tell everyone about it.
It reveals that Jeff has an extra toe, a secret that legitimately frightens the kid, but it's all for nothing and no one cares.
I don't know, that's just such a weird way of describing this episode. Clarence isn't even the one to reveal Jeff's secret.
Nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody. Hey, Jeff!
Greetings, Jeffrey.
No one's even talking to me.
In fact, Clarence makes all his other classmates more willing to be open about their own
You got 3 nipples? Ew.
weird secrets, which then gives Jeff the confidence to reveal his extra toe to everyone himself. And it's not that no one cares, they all thought it was cool until someone else with another deformity came along. It's like a message about not being ashamed of our differences and junk. I thought that was a good thing. But instead of these more minor examples, I want to focus on what I consider to be the best episode of the series, Little Buddy. In this episode, we see Clarence get put in timeout for 5 minutes during recess, and he turns into a delinquent because of it, with the ending seeing him get a recess entirely to himself. Or at least that's how Mr. Enter describes it.
One episode has Clarence get stiffed 5 minutes at recess, turn into a delinquent, to the point where he, punches someone, and as consequence is getting a recess entirely to himself.
That's just entirely false, bro.
Genuinely think this was nothing more than a case of Mr. Enter being so brain rotten from watching so many cartoons at the time that he misunderstood the entire reason Clarence turned into a delinquent. It's not that Clarence was stiffed out of 5 minutes during recess, it's that he was supposed to be put in timeout for 5 minutes, but the supervisor simply forgot about him, causing him to miss out in the entire recess. And then she blames it on him for not saying something about it. He's been made not to question his authority figures, and because of that, he was too afraid to speak up for himself. Like, I don't know, I thought that made that pretty clear.
Why didn't you say something? How about because I wasn't allowed to?
His disillusionment comes from the fact that he's been told two very contradictory things by a supervisor, and yet he's treated like the idiot for not speaking up about it, when he's just a kid who's been made to believe the adults in his life know best. Also, I figured he'd love this episode, as it sees Clarence be frequently punished for his actions. There's a whole goddamn montage showing him get sent to detention after detention for all his delinquent acts. He doesn't get his own recess at the end just 'cause. It comes as a result of the teacher recognizing the injustice done to him, and that simply punishing him over and over again for acting out won't solve anything. She recognizes that, even though it may seem minor, it meant something to him. You know, that's a real experience kids go through, being made to never question authority. The video is also littered with all these comparisons to another Cartoon Network show, Craig of the Creek. Now, Mr. Enter's Craig of the Creek review came just before the Clarence one, so maybe this was simply a result of him finishing off the entirety of that show before watching Clarence. But because of this, I think it gives great insight into what Mr. Enter wants out of a cartoon, and I guess I just fundamentally disagree with that. Not to say he's wrong, I'm A-okay with him preferring Craig of the Creek to Clarence. But he brings up an episode from each show, both of which follow a very similar plot of the main character being endeared by a mystery girl, someone they can communicate to but can't see. He vastly prefers the Craig version of this episode, and so I figured I'd offer a short rebuttal as to why I think the Clarence version does an incredible job with this story, executed in a way I vastly prefer. This video actually forced me to watch Craig of the Creek for the first time. It was okay. So the major difference between the way these two episodes approach this plot is that in Clarence, the whole thing feels a lot more organic. A lot more real, if that makes any sense. Clarence is prank calling random numbers before a girl picks up. He starts chatting with her and the two realize they have a lot of similar interests. They continue talking for hours, not realizing where the time has gone, as they chat about kid things, you know, what shows they like, drawing what the other one looks like based off their description. It's a very quiet episode, especially for Clarence. His friends get bored and fuck off immediately, and so a lot of the episode is listening to their casual conversation, while we get close-ups of various parts of the room or what random things Clarence is doing around the house while he talks. It really allows you to focus on their growing bond and get enthralled in their conversation.
Love Roblox? Earn Roblox digital gift cards with Microsoft Rewards. Sign up for Microsoft Rewards and earn points.
On the contrary, Craig of the Creek takes this to a much more extreme degree. Craig finds his math homework sitting in the woods, already done with a note on the back, and so he leaves one himself. The two continue with this back and forth, learning a bit about each other, with Craig and his friends questioning if this girl is from another dimension, which, I don't know, is just kind of lame to me. Like, I get the whole gimmick of Craig of the Creek is that the kids' imaginations take over, and what's just this fucking creek is perceived as this whole other world to them. But, like, the characters aren't stupid, are they? They have to know this is just a kid who's there at a different time than they are. Feel free to give me any added context I may be missing for this show, by the way. Make your own rebuttal to my rebuttal. Let's see how far we can take this. Both episodes feature the girl being shy and afraid of how they're going to be perceived by the protagonist. In Clarence, it's met with him simply brushing it off by saying she's not, and the two laugh about it. It's charming. Whereas in the Craig episode, it's met with Craig giving this whole big speech about how everyone is welcome at the creek, no matter their differences. Everybody's accepted. And it just comes off so ham-fisted, like, do kids talk like this? While the Craig episode focuses on them trying to build a doorway between dimensions, Clarence's has him start to miss spending time with his other friends, and in doing so he accidentally upsets her. Now she won't return his calls and he doesn't know what to do about it. He's just a kid. And so their parents set up a meeting between them, in which she really is shy. She can't even talk to him. And so Clarence reminds her of how easy it was for them to talk over the phone until she's ready to talk face to face. It's a very...
That was his girlfriend? That's actually kind of sweet. That's actually kind of sweet, though.
Sweet episode, one of the best.
That's
Whereas
beautiful,
Craig
bro.
pushes this extreme imagination angle to the plot, Clarence keeps things down to earth, and I really appreciate that. I want to stress, too, this Craig of the Creek episode wasn't bad at all. It was fine. These shows are so different that I don't even think they're worth comparing, but hey, I didn't start it. I think it just highlights the fundamental difference between a show like Clarence and a show like Craig of the...
See, bro, like, this is literally why Clarence is one of my favorite shows, dude. I like this show.
Creek, to the point where, again, I don't even think the comparison is necessary. I don't expect any of this to change his thoughts. His reasonings for not liking it is valid, but I just feel like some points misrepresented the show. I think all it does is highlight what Mr. Enter seeks out of a cartoon, on how Clarence was just never gonna give him that. And that's okay. I'll just personally never not prefer a cartoon like Clarence's approach to childhood. The other way always seemed so idealized to me. You know, I could see someone looking back on their childhood self and thinking they were a lot like Steven or Craig, when in reality they were probably a hell of a lot more like Clarence or Jeff.
I'm not like everyone else. I'm particular. I'm special.
Clarence shows the good, fun parts of childhood, but also the bad, more boring parts. The innocent, more naive qualities that come with being a kid, but also the more gross, selfish parts. It's like the credits say, these are my good habits, these are my bad habits, but I never stopped feeling fine. I want to say again for the 50th time that I don't expect or want any of this to change Ender's thoughts on Clarence. He can have his reasons for not liking the show, and that's completely valid. Again, I just feel like some of his points misrepresented the show a bit, and I wanted to offer my 2 cents at least. But don't just take it from me, because I decided to get the opinion of Spencer Rothbell, who you may know as the showrunner for Clarence as well as the voice of Clarence, too. Yeah, so I decided to ask Spencer some questions about making the show. I didn't ask him to, like, refute Mr.
Who is this guy, bro? See, like, this is, like, this art style is, like, is so good, dude. Like, look at Clarence, and then look at this random dude, like, bro. He's, like, skinny, but he's also, like, fat at the same time. And Clarence is just fat. And then he's also fat.
Enter's points or anything, that would be a bit mean. But I asked him some general questions that give more insight on why certain decisions were made. For example, when talking about their approach to telling stories, Spencer said, "We would often start with the question, what is something that you experienced in childhood that you've never seen represented on TV, or how does TV get it wrong?" Many of the plots and premises come from real-life childhood experiences from a lot of us in the crew. We would also dip into different genres we liked, like sitcoms or horror. Sometimes we'd also do new types of character pairings, like putting characters together which we hadn't seen interact before, to try and get a new or interesting dynamic. In regards to the thought of Clarence never getting any consequences, Spencer says, "I think that's funny. When I was in Japan, I went to this traditional ryokan and hakon, and the woman helping me was like, 'Oh yes, the one about kids behaving badly,' which made me laugh. I think that people are used to stories, especially in kids' TV, being very preachy and moralistic like fables. Everyone gets punished and you're hit over the head with exactly what you're meant to think or feel by the end of the story. We never wanted to talk down to kids in that way. We always aimed to present things very plainly and let the audience decide how that felt. Is it entertaining to see kids get punished? Are these people upset that Bugs Bunny doesn't go to jail for injuring Elmer Fudd? In regards to the little cohesion between character designs, I wasn't too involved in the design of the series, especially early on, but if I recall correctly, there was an intention to have designs that almost felt like they came from different series. I know that in general, having the characters inspired by simple shapes is a pretty obvious choice in the series and led to some nice designs. I've heard a lot of folks criticize the look of the show as ugly, but I don't think it looks a whole lot different from a lot of other similar series out there. Maybe they find the gross out jokes to be too much for them and conflated that with the art style. When talking about how the show lasted as long as it did, Spencer said, "I have no idea why the show lasted as long as it did. I will say this, we always aimed to make stories that were character-driven and funny, and I hope people felt that. We really did strive to portray childhood in a straightforward way, with children who behave and speak like actual children do. Even as a kid, I think you can really feel it when it's an adult making a kid character talk like a puppet, and it just feels wrong." Lastly, I asked about the subject matter of the episodes, and if there was anything they'd ever try to shy away from. I think we wanted to show childhood and everything about it, good and bad, that feeling you get as a kid when you're living life. There are some episodes which feel a bit melancholy, but life is like that. I think when you're a kid, it's this frustrating thing because you're a person, but you have no agency and no control over your life. And there's all these adults who can tell you what to do, and that can be very frustrating. We always wanted to empower kids in that 90s Nick Kids vs. Adults way. You're the king of the world. And there you have it. Again, nothing more than a bit of added insight into the development of the show, and how the crew approached it the way they did. Whether or not you like that approach, that's completely up to you. I'm just glad I was able to spotlight some more how I really love Clarence. And I think you should check it out, if you haven't already. I don't know why you're watching this.
That was a good video. Sorry about the fireworks in the background, fellas. Okay. We are going to watch... I'm thinking about the Rec Room video or just the Bad Guys 2 video, because I really want to watch the Bad Guys 2. I think after Bad Guys 2, we're going to watch Beastland and then Epstein and then these other ones. The phases most viral moments will probably be last. Or maybe the problem with Rec Room. Either one. They're probably going to be last. Okay, oh, no, not the problem with Rec Room. 41 or phase moments. I don't know. Alright, let's just watch this one then.
Oh my god, what is even The Bad Guys 2? Considering this movie's only a couple months old, it's probably not uncommon for you to think you know what this movie's about. A heist movie sequel made by DreamWorks Animation where the bad guys are now the good guys and everyone gets a little freaky. Not only is this
Whoa. Alright, this is probably gonna be spoilers for me though, because I haven't even watched this movie like at all. But I don't think I was gonna watch it anyway, so let's get it.
Movie way more insane than it initially seems, but it's also kind of emotional and down to earth, which makes for the craziest journey I think I've ever seen. This movie is absolutely crazy. Why is no one talking about it? Listen, in a world where every animated sequel seems to either be a blatant cash grab or just borderline unwatchable, animation fans were on their knees praying for this movie to be at least decent. And although it's not exactly the most creative sequel ever made, I think this movie does just enough right to warrant a full watch and to see what it's all about. Also, I like to check the review scores before watching a movie to see if normal people like it or not, and turns out this movie's actually scored pretty high, so this
Okay, so this movie actually might be pretty good.
Movie is either an absolute banger or everyone's gone actually insane while watching it. Both of those options are equally as possible, to be honest. So today I'll be watching and carefully explaining the entire movie The Bad Guys 2 in full to see if it's good or bad and to find out just how insane this thing actually is. The first movie is borderline psychotic. I made a whole video on it and still haven't mentally recovered. So let's find out if the second movie is just as insane. So grab your copy of Pikmin 2 for the Nintendo GameCube, and let's finally watch DreamWorks' very own The Bad Guys 2. Our story begins in the middle of Egypt where some billionaire is whining like a little baby. We find out that the bad guys from the first movie are yet again doing a heist, this time to steal a one-of-a-kind car. We're reintroduced to everyone in the gang just in case you forgot about them. Tarantula, the hacker, Shark, the master of disguise, Snake, the infiltration expert, Wolf, the leader, and Piranha, the guy who's low-key a psycho and will annihilate everyone if necessary.
Yeah, what does the prawn even do? Oh crap, we just got into an ad.
Together,
never mind.
They make the bad guys, and they look like one of those mismatched Fortnite lobbies. Mr. Wolf walks up to the billionaire and scares him a bit, as wolves do. He shows off his sharp teeth and deadly claws. I'm pretty sure this guy just soiled himself. Whoa! I didn't know I was watching a horror thriller movie. Mr. Wolf locked in for that performance, giving all the kids watching nightmares. The bad guys steal this guy's car and in return give him a present, but it actually ends up being a bomb. How thoughtful. But don't worry, because it's actually a confetti bomb, so no one gets hurt when it goes off. The bad guys drive away and we get a
That's like the PG way to do it.
really epic chase scene that lasts almost 5 minutes. Insane moments in this movie so far include driving through a crowd of innocent bystanders, opening a chicken cage with the bumper of the car while it's moving, and of course, while riding the car because Skate 4 just came out and everyone's doing it. Once the bad guys get away, we then get this hard cut transition where we see Mr. Wolf now driving a much smaller car. Turns out the heist in Egypt actually took place 5 years ago, which means it happened before the events of even the first movie. You see, nowadays the bad guys are a little different.
Damn.
Long gone are the days of large-scale robbery and Grand Theft Auto, as the bad guys are now trying to do something even more horrifying. Trying to get a job. Yep, the bad guys are now...
We don't like those. We stay unemployed in here, guys.
Good guys, so they're all trying to work as honest members of society. We can see that it isn't going too well, though, since literally each one of these guys has a criminal record spanning years. Like, who on earth is gonna hire this dude?
Salary expectations. No one's ever given me money on purpose before.
Later in the day, we find the gang being all depressed as none of them can get a job. Turns out they're late on all their house payments and about to get evicted, actually. Very unfortunate. If only these guys were animals that could survive in the wilderness or something. All jokes aside, we're clearly seeing a very vulnerable side to the bad guys that we once knew. Real life is just hard sometimes, and nothing shows that off better than this scene right here. This is when the group listens to the news and finds out that a string of crimes have recently been committed by someone called the Phantom Bandit. It's getting hot in here. What's weird about this, though, is that at each of these crime scenes, the culprit seems to have left a confetti bomb behind, which is like the thing the bad guys did 5 years ago at that one place, remember?
Hey, that's our move.
Exactly. The chief of police, who's now the commissioner, suspects the bad guys are at it again. This girl has always been suspicious about them. She's literally that one guy from Dexter.
I knew it, dude. I knew this part was coming, bro.
But then, this is when Mr. Snake shows up and acts completely different than he did in the first movie. This dude used to be a killer, a big brain, and a criminal, but now he's more of a vegan, a hippie, and a guy who hates fun movies for stupid reasons. Snake leaves almost as quickly as he arrives. He says he has plans tonight, so he grabs a yoga mat and then dips in world record pace. Bye! That one friend in the group that's way more popular than the other and actually does stuff on weekends. Like, bro, I have no one else. Come back and hang out with me. This is when we cut to a bit later when we see Wolf
Why was he being so fucking awkward?
Sparring with Diane Foxington. If you somehow forgot, Diane is the mayor of the city. She's also a previous criminal named the Crimson Paw, and she also kinda sorta has a thing for Mr. Wolf, but it's complicated. The two are all alone working out with each other. Things get pretty rough and Wolf gets smacked around. Eventually, Mr. Wolf ends up with a nasty black eye. Oh god, actually, that looks really painful. Maybe chill on this super kick from hell next time, dude. Anyway, the two spend some time talking for a bit. Things are getting hot and about to get even freakier than a party in Hollywood when all of a sudden Diane's assistant barges in and lets Diane know that she's late for a meeting. This causes their business to be put on pause for now, but don't worry, we'll pick it back up later. Later that day, and Mr. Wolf decides to pay the commissioner a visit. You see, he's decided to help out with her investigation about those crimes we saw earlier on TV. He's doing this not only to clear his name, but to keep busy and hopefully get a job. That's the last time I do that joke, I promise. The commissioner is reluctant at first. She actually could use the help, so before you know it, all the bad guys show up and solve some clues. They do this while annoying the hell out of the commissioner, by the way. This place is like a daycare. They just keep moving around and they're loud. I should also mention that all the bad guys show up to help, except for Mr. Snake, who's ghosting their calls all the time for some reason. That doesn't matter though, because eventually Mr. Wolf finds out that all the items that have been stolen are made of the same material. That material being one called, oh god, how do I say this? MacGuffinite. That's what it is. MacGuffinite. I have no idea what this word even is, and my Google search came back with 0 results.
Sounds kind of made up. So does the word gold if you didn't know it was real.
Gold. Gold? Gold? What am I doing with my life, dude? Using this information, the gang finds out that the next item about to be stolen is most likely a championship belt at a wrestling event. But then, this is when the bad guys put the pieces together and find out that Mr. Snake might actually be the criminal they've been searching for. Mr. Snake mentioned having plans tonight, and he's been gone every night something has gone missing. So naturally, this leaves the group with two options. They can either find Mr. Snake before the commissioner does and talk some sense into him, or they can
tear him apart limb by limb.
So later that night, we cut to this lucha wrestling event where a bunch of wrestlers are in masks. They all want to be Rey Mysterio so bad. As they're trying to find Mr. Snake, the commissioner shows up, oblivious deadliest as ever. She obviously doesn't know this, but this spoils the bad guy's plans, so Mr. Shark takes it upon himself to karate chop the commissioner in the head, knocking her out indefinitely. They hide her in a porta potty and then immediately spot Mr. Snake, who's actually at the event. They run towards him at lightning speed and beat him up like it's WrestleMania or something, which is when we find out Mr. Snake is hiding something from the rest of the group, but it's not at all what we thought it was. You see, Mr. Snake isn't actually some super criminal mastermind, but actually his big secret is that he's got a girlfriend and he's on a date with her right now.
Whoa! He has a girlfriend.
These dudes thought he stole the artifacts, but all he really stole was this bird's heart. How criminal. Back to the wrestling, there's now 2 finalists in the ring. One guy who's obviously a human man, and one who's clearly not a human man. I wonder which one's the bad guy. This pig person is about to straight up murder this other dude, which is when our main characters interfere and cause distractions. You're probably thinking this is a pretty goofy depiction of lucha and is maybe a bit insensitive, but as an actual wrestling fan myself, I have to admit, you have no idea how accurate this actually is. Everyone wrestles at once now. The visuals and camera work in this scene are actually amazing. Like, it's super well done. The wrestling of all the characters is also super cool. Shout out to my goat, Io Sky. As the match ends, the pig secretly puts the belt onto Mr. Piranha somehow, so everyone immediately blames the bad guys for stealing it, or trying to, I guess. And instead of clearing things up and telling the truth, the bad guys do the worst thing imaginable and run away with the belt, which everyone sees, including the commissioner. No way the belt is stuck on him like that. How unlucky do you have to be in that position? That's like walking through TSA and accidentally tripping onto a gun. So now the bad guys are on the run. The cops and the general public all think the bad guys are criminals again. Also, the bird lady girlfriend is with them for some reason. What's going on here? Later that night, we find out about how Mr. Snake and the bird met. It's not really much of a story. They were just both on the bus at the same time and had a good fiber optic connection. Oh, and also this.
Whoa! Yo, this movie's weird.
This is when Wolf makes a call to Diane asking for help, and she says she'll do her best to figure out some more information. But then, as Mr. Wolf returns to the van, he sees all of his friends passed out, and perhaps even crazier, he sees the bird lady with a gun. The gun actually shoots sleep darts, not bullets. So, Mr. Wolf is asleep now, like the others. Between all the guns, lies, and sexual...
Oh, I saw the trailer. The bird lady is actually a part of the bad girls, or whatever they call themselves. It's like a whole group that's the exact opposite of the bad guys. I mean, in gender only, but they still pull off crimes and stuff. They're basically new bad guys, but they're all girls.
Tension. This DreamWorks movie is pretty insane so far, I'd say. But trust me, okay, you haven't seen anything yet. The bad guys wake up to be surrounded by some familiar faces. Pigtail, the boar, I'm probably just gonna call her Pig. Agent Doom, the Raven, I'm probably just gonna call her Bird.
Wait, why does she have a kunai? Or whatever the fluff they called it. This is literally Brawl Stars.
And a new face, Kitty Cat, the snow leopard. I'll probably just call her Cat. Honestly, it's easier to remember. These 3 women make up the group called the Phantom Bandit. That's right, it wasn't just one person, but a group of people this entire time. What? This is so crazy. I'm in shock paralysis. This group that I'm now calling the Bad
was that Hassan's dog?
Girls have this plan to steal an actual rocket ship for some reason. The reason the bad girls kidnap the bad guys is for them to help steal the rocket. The bad girls can't do it alone. No one wants to be friends with them. The bad guys obviously say no because they're good now, but turns out that Kat actually has video evidence of Diane Foxington being a criminal. This adds a whole new layer to the problem. Basically, the bad guys now have to help the bad girls, or else Kat will release the video and the whole world will know who Diane really is.
Oh no! How'd they get the video now?
And she'll lose basically everything.
Play along, and Diane's secret is safe.
Holy, that's actually really cool. I mean, extortion and blackmail isn't cool, but cartoon characters doing it is kinda. It's like Breaking Bad, but with animals. Breaking Beak.
Arvidaros!
Speaking of Diane, she's doing her part now to find out more information. She visits a very familiar prison where she meets up with who else but Professor Marmalade. He's the same crazy psychopath villain from the first movie, although he is a gym bro now, which means he eats raw protein.
This guy skips leg day.
And probably plays Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. If you don't...
Yo, that game is actually good. What is this thumbnail? Am I crazy, bro? Gooner? Tinfer. Are we dead ass? Liberty. This guy is also like Onion, right? From Apple and Onion. It's the same actor. And also that one thingy from Soul.
Know this guy, watch my video on the first movie to learn more, and then come back here. I promise it's worth it. Diane asks Marmalade about the material MacGuffinite, to which Marmalade says,
oh, kind of looks like he's jacking it right here. Garden Warfare 2 is peak, and Garden Warfare, so I don't want to hear it.
He'll tell her everything after a quick game of Connect 4. I'm not kidding.
Would you like to play a game? Backstabbing governors first.
We then cut to the bad guys and bad girls. They're getting ready to pull off a heist. Turns out the rocket ship they're trying to steal is owned by this billionaire who's getting married today. So the plan is to steal this guy's bracelet, which will give everyone access to the spaceship. It's really that simple. Surely nothing will go wrong. At the wedding, everyone is in disguise and playing the part.
Cappuccino, extra grande, tutti frutti.
There's a bunch of cool spy stuff that happens, but honestly, none of that really matters. Which is when Mr. Wolf walks in, acting like a billionaire himself. He reminds me of Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, if you know who that is. Wolf is...
Who is that from?
Is about to shake the billionaire's hand and steal the bracelet. But then, and perhaps the cruelest bit of irony, who else shows up but the billionaire from the beginning in Egypt that Wolf and his friends stole from all those years ago. Wolf immediately recognizes him, so he hides his face and fails at stealing the bracelet. Also, this billionaire is still super rich and is completely fine all these years later after getting his car stolen, which further proves that billionaires have too much money and should redistribute their wealth, but that's a topic for another video. Cat shows up and gets Wolf out of there as Plan A is a total failure.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Plan B now, and the group is having to infiltrate the wedding ceremony while it's happening. Wolf dresses up as the bride, and Shark dresses up as the priest. During a makeshift distraction, they steal the bracelet and escape quickly. If you want all the details on this scene and how they pulled this off, I'd recommend just watching the movie yourself. This whole scene is pretty wild, not gonna lie. And despite it now being nighttime with...
Oh wait, they actually did it? Okay, that's sick.
Several hours passing by since the beginning, Diane and Marmalade are still playing Connect 4. What are they doing? Playing in slow motion? Why is this taking so long? While playing, Marmalade explains that MacGuffinite, the material the bad girls have been stealing, is actually extremely magnetic, but only for gold. That's right, it's quite literally a gold magnet. Back with the bad guys, and a deal's a deal. Since the gang got the bracelet, Cat gives Wolf the video of Diane being a criminal. Both parties got what they wanted. That is, until the bad guys are going to secretly become good guys again and tell the police about the bad girls using their own video evidence. This part kind of gets a little confusing. Just go with it. The bad girls, not wanting to get caught, handcuff the bad guys in gold restraints and use their magnet to keep them from escaping. And this is when the true evil plan of the bad girls is finally revealed. You see, the reason they want to steal this rocket ship and the reason they stole all this MacGuffinite is so they can build a gold magnet, bring it into space, and collect all of the world's treasure in one swoop. Honestly,
Lad Brody, you are not getting a magnet that powerful.
I'm not sure that makes any sense at all or is logistically possible, but whatever. It's cool, I guess.
The biggest heist in history.
You know, stealing literally every piece of gold on the planet would probably cause an economic collapse and indirectly kill millions of people. Just saying, probably. I don't know. What happens next is some Jigsaw level trap where Cat hooks up the video of Diane being a criminal, but it only gets uploaded if the bad guys turn off the magnet they're stuck to, so they can run away free if they want, but it'll reveal Diane's past to the entire world in the process. They have to decide whether to sacrifice themselves or Diane, essentially. Side note, I just realized that pretty much all talking animals in this world are evil. Like, why is every animal who can actually talk English a criminal or something? If I was the police, I would just lock them all up, to be honest. You have the bad guys, the bad girls, Marmalade, and even Diane. They're all bad people, low-key. There's actually a scene earlier in the movie where we see a normal cat that can't talk, so clearly not every animal animal is evil. Only the talking ones are. Have we ever seen an animal that can talk that isn't bad? You think people would start making that connection? Anyway, doesn't matter. The bad guys try to get free and stop the video from uploading, but they fail. And now everyone in the world knows that Diane is the Crimson Paw. While this is happening, Diane actually meets up with the bad girls as she's figured out their plans. But after a quick fight, Diane's phone is bombarded with mean texts about being a liar and a criminal. So, El Bozo, I guess that's what you get for being an Android user. We get another gunshot scene. This time it's Diane that gets shot with a sleep dart, but it doesn't work too well because Diane barely sneaks onto the ship before it takes off. Back to the bad guys now. The cops have arrived and arrested everyone. Also, Marmalade has been released since everyone thinks Diane is now the bad guy. The commissioner's driving all the bad guys to prison when all of a sudden she has a change of heart, thinking about their time earlier in the movie solving the case together. You see, she actually believes the bad guys when they say that they didn't do it, which is actually nice to see for this character, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, let's say hypothetically I believe you, which I don't.
Hell yeah! The commissioner is actually an awesome character. I thought she'd be way more annoying, but she knows ball. I can't lie. Happy to hear this. The gang hugs it out of excitement.
Let's get it! They are alive. They are alive and well, and they will not die because that is bad, yo. I'm freestyling because I am going crazy and I'm going mad, yo. I need some Toblerone to get me out of this head psychosis because I think I'm... Let's continue with the video.
But then, playtime's over when the rocket ship is now launching into space. As it's taking off, the bad guys jump into it thanks to the commissioner's helicopter and some very goofy animation logic. These guys almost froze to death, which would have been very tragic.
Must be Lucy righty-tighty.
Officially in space now. Look how small this ship is compared to Earth. How are they gonna suck up all the gold? It just doesn't make any sense. The magnet is turned on and all of the world's gold flies into space. The bad girls find out about the bad guys on board. Wolf has a fight with Cat for a bit, while Piranha and Snake are floating around outside to land the ship back home. They somehow hit this button and it causes the magnet to explode and have gold fly from the sky back down to Earth. Now this sounds like it should be extremely chaotic and probably cause a lot of casualties, but actually it's oddly the least insane thing in this movie because the gold falls down slowly for some reason. I think the magnet is doing that. I don't really understand this part. I probably missed something. I don't know. Let me know if you know. And despite being a part of the wrong team this entire time, Bird and Pig go out to save Snake and Piranha, who are flying around aimlessly, because actually they weren't really that bad. Cat was mostly the evil one. No one likes her. Cat is actually about to kill...
Yo, that is actually W, Crow, and Pig.
Wolf now, but Diane shows up because she's on the ship, remember? So now it's a 2-on-1 fight, and the bad guys, who are now the good guys, win pretty easily.
18 plus warning, 18 plus...
Are you a Roblox fanatic? Microsoft Rewards has a brand new way for you to earn digital gift cards from Roblox.
Plus warning.
Diane and Wolf finally share an...
Whoa! They kissed? I thought they did that in the first movie. Did they or did they not? I don't really know. I don't really care.
Green kiss. It goes on for a while. These two are really into each other. During this, the ship crash lands back down to Earth. And while Wolf gives perhaps the most motivational speech of all time, we get maybe the funniest and yes, the most insane moment in the entire movie when this cut happens. I promise you, I've not cut this footage in any way.
Oh, we're gonna die. Try it.
Yep. This movie's insane. As the commissioner gives a heartfelt speech on behalf of the bad guys, a crowd of people cry in their honor, at least knowing now that they were all good after all. It's a very sad scene when our heroes are finally gone, but then... Don't cry your eyes out just yet, because turns out the bad guys aren't actually dead, at least not literally, as we find out that them dying was just fake news by the police, as they're now going to be undercover secret agents. This is cool because it not only solves their whole everyone hates them problem, but it also gets everyone in the group what they've always wanted all along, a job. There's a cool slow motion walk where everyone looks like a Men in Black character because they're secret agents. This clearly sets up a Bad Guys 3, and that's kind of just the end.
That's a good movie, bro. That was
the entire movie. The Bad Guys too. Was it actually a good movie? I'd say so, yeah. Both Bad Guys movies were actually pretty great. Since this movie is pretty new, there isn't that much criticism for it yet, but even then, I think it's solid enough to just be known as a good sequel. It's exciting, it's funny, it's action-packed, it's also sexual, like 15% of the time.
Yo, we cannot be saying that on the stream. Family friendly, bro.
That's a bit weird. Some story elements kind of make no sense at all to me, to be honest. And the animation, although amazing, sometimes has logistical flaws. But who really cares about that? This movie's wild. There's even a post-credit scene where we see Marmalade still in space in his golden car, as we find out that this was actually all part of his plan. The car transforms like a Bionicle and he flies off, presumably to film the third movie in a couple years. But all in all, this movie it was extremely fun, and if you told me it was one of your favorite animated sequels in recent memory, I honestly wouldn't blame you. You can watch this movie and get pretty hyped, but you can watch this movie and also get pretty emotional. And for that, I say this sequel to The Bad Guys is pretty good, guys. If you like this video and want to see more, check out my channel. I've got a bunch more videos just like this. Leave a like and comment if you want to help me out, and hype the video if you can. It helps a bunch. You can also become a member if you want to support me directly.
This is a
starts at only
W video, bro. I
and
love
gets
Darcy, bro. Darcy is like the best. How do I hype up this video? I think this is like a mobile. I think that was a mobile only thing. We all clicked on this video because of the thumbnail. I did not click it just because of the thumbnail, bro. How many plot twists do you need? DreamWorks, yes. Do you guys realize Marmalade manipulated the bad girls just to pull him up from the earth to space, and he could return to his home planet? Yo, what? Wait, is the thumbnail really bad? Oh, no. It just looked like that she was on top of him. Okay, what should we watch now? The Problem with Rec Room. Let's watch this one,
This
chat.
is why I canceled my DoorDash subscription and switched to Cookunity. After months spending way too much on DoorDash, I got bored of eating the same fast food meals and paying way too much for them. Cookunity offers over 300.
Oh, yeah, I got Silver Surfer action figure.
Rec Room is a game that
not
used to be absolutely amazing. It used to be a very creative and very outstanding experience, but now many find the game to be littered with issues and flaws. Rec Room, once a fun and wholesome game, has now lost every single bit of those qualities that made it so unique. In my last video, I identified a few reasons why I personally believe Rec Room has declined so badly. However, I only managed to hit the tip of the iceberg in that video. There are still so many reasons why Rec Room is doing so poorly, and today I would like to
Also, the fact that they can voice menu without any context. 10.00 for a single different hair color. What? It was over as soon as Rec Room Studio was added. I farted. Are we dead ass? I miss how Rec Room used to be when I first started playing. Yeah, I actually do feel like full body avatars is when it started to decline, because I mean that's kind of when I started like to stop playing. When it was only like the torso, the hands, and the head, that was like the best. That was like prime Rec Room, because it was just so unique. Like now it's just like full body costumes and everything, and I just feel like it doesn't really add to the. It just removed like uniqueness from the game. Because if you're chatting, say if you're chatting with a friend and you're like, yo, have you seen that game where or have you heard of that game where you don't have like any limbs? You only have like your hands. And I mean, I would be like, yo, oh, that's like that one game called Rec Room. Now, if you're like chatting with your buddy and they're like, yo, what's that game that's like kind of like dying? Like they have like a full body VR game. I wouldn't know what you're talking about. The dying part, I would get like a little hint, but the thing is, the game has been in decline since the full body avatars because it just removed uniqueness from the actual game. Let's continue with the video.
Digress a little bit more on this topic. In other words, I want to talk a little bit more on why I think Rec Room is doing so poorly.
See, and also the soundtrack was also so good, dude. It sounded so nice. Like when I first started playing this game, dude, this game was like the best social game like on VR ever. Now it's mostly just like VR chat, which is like the 18+ version of Rec Room, basically. But dude, this game just had so much charm, and like the devs just kind of ruined it. The sad thing is that it also like had so much going for it. Like it could have been better than like Gorilla Tag in like player stats and stuff, dude. I think at one point it was. This game was like created in like 2017, no?
Of the many issues that flood this game, one of the most annoying is how poor Rec Room's voice moderation system is. When you enter a public instance, Rec Room enables a voice moderation system that detects any foul language used by players. While this is a good concept and can do good, the problem with this is that their AI system is certainly not reliable enough. The voice moderation system is often inaccurate when detecting bad language. In other words, there's just simply no guarantee on the accuracy of this AI, meaning that there's a large chance of it being wrong. The worst part is that Rec Room's voice moderation AI has the ability to issue out bans which will restrict your vocal ability.
What? You've had your voice privileges temporarily restricted due to speech which violates our code of conduct.
These in-game.
This was in 2023, bro. Come on. It's 2 years ago.
And so, Rec Room's voice moderation system often issues.
Wait, if it was 2 years ago and the voice moderation sucked then, dude, it's probably so shitty now. They probably fixed a little bit of it. But if he's still talking about it now, when was this video made? Like a month ago, right? 2 months ago? 2 days ago, dog. 2 days ago, and it already has 200k views. Okay, or 20k views. That's pretty good. But if he's talking about it now, then the voice moderation is probably hot ass.
Issues false bans. An absurd amount of players have reported receiving a ban for something they apparently didn't say.
What? I got VC banned for actually no reason. I was even muted. Alright, so this guy has to either be talking out of his ass or like the voice moderation is actually that bad. 4 months ago from the making of this video, 2 days ago, maybe even 4 days ago if we're counting editing and stuff. Dude, this was not even that long ago. Fuck.
And this isn't just a...
That was like... This was like before October.
Small number of players either. Many of Rec Room's current player base have received unjust voice bans. There is clearly a flaw in their system, yet Rec Room has refused the idea to even consider updating it. As I've said, it's an okay concept, but it was just executed so poorly that it has gone to cause issues for players. Another one of Rec Room's poor decisions is the removal of weekly challenges. For those who are unfamiliar, Rec Room used to
I remember
release 5 new challenges every single week. The completion of at least 3 of these challenges would grant players a free skin or cosmetic item. In other
okay, that's actually a good idea though. That would like engage your players to play more.
In other words, it was just an easy way for players to earn free skins just by playing the game. However, in 2022, the weekly challenges were changed to monthly challenges before being completely removed in 2024. So,
hi everyone, next week there will be the last weekly challenge we'll be running. This will not affect daily challenges as we will continue to run those for the foreseeable future. Bro, what?
Players can, essentially, no longer earn free skins. Nowadays, the main way to get skins is by purchasing them in the item store for thousands of tokens.
See, another thing is, like, these tokens are, like, you could buy so much, like, tokens, or you could buy, like, a $5 pack. I don't know how much it is, though, but it will only give you, like, 800 tokens. I'm not really entirely sure about that though, but I just know that whatever you buy, it's not going to be enough to buy like this. If you're trying to buy like this would be like $20 kind of. It's kind of like Fortnite, you know, when you buy that 1,000 V-Buck thing and you could literally only buy like a cosmetic. You can't even buy like a whole skin. Nonetheless, a whole pack, dude.
they can't do challenges to earn free items anymore. The reason Rec Room gave for removing the weekly challenges is that nobody participated in them. However, I strongly disagree. Many people
Whoa, was that a 6'7" shirt? Wait a minute. Oh, that's 87.
I strongly disagree. Many people completed the weekly challenges, as who wouldn't want to earn a free item in the game? Many players suspect that the real reason for removing the weekly is greed, because you're gonna go buy skins rather.
See, yeah, greed is always like the downfall of many games. Fortnite, they got really greedy. Roblox, they're supporting people who touches kids. What's a game that died from being greedy? I think some VR games, some regular games too. Overwatch? No, I think people still play that. Maybe Apex. Some games like that, man, they just get way too greedy. I mean, Marvel Rivals, I think it's like on its way to dying, kind of, basically. Because literally, it's so much tokens, you can't even earn anything for free. Like, I played the game, I played that game for like 6 hours on one day, and I got like 200 of the like main currency to buy actual cosmetics. And like, that wasn't even good. Like, there's just always, if I were to make a game, I would make everything like either free, or you just play the game and earn the item. Play the game and earn the item. Sure, there will be in-app purchases, but I want to make sure everyone can have access to an item that they want. Because if you're just playing like paintball, and you really want this gingerbread skin, this gingerbread looks pretty sick. I actually like it. Like, you're gonna have to play paintball for like the next 7 days, and this might even go out of store. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Chat, I'm back. Sorry. I just had to go for 1 second. Okay, let's continue.
Than earning them for free. However, I just personally believe that Rec Room is too lazy to consistently update the weekly. Whatever the true reason may
Oh, that is fireworks.
be for the removal of the weekly, I'm sure that we can all agree that it just wasn't good enough. Many of the skins I own now come from the weekly challenges.
See, like that gold skin for the pistol, that looks sick.
There's just no way I will be buying a skin for an outlandish price. With how expensive Rec Room's items are, the least they can do is allow players to work to—
Whoa! Inferno costume. Dog, that's from Ben 10. Yo, they're copying something from Ben 10 and publishing it for this much? Dog. This has to be like fan made or something, I don't know.
Earn a free item. Moving on, this next point is sort of controversial, but in March of 2024, Rec Room released the full body avatar. Many believe that this edition was the start of Rec Room's downfall. Just one look at the avatars shows us why they are so hated.
See, they also
among
added
Rec Room players.
noses.
Full
and
body
it's just so
Avatar is
weird.
almost unrecognizable compared to the old ones. Full body does not fit Rec Room style at all, and I still don't understand why they.
And they also added like the weird eyes. I think they had ears already. Correct me if I'm wrong. But then they also added like they added like real fingers to it. Like I just miss the old doodle style.
They were even released to begin with. Full body avatars just make Rec Room feel less of itself. It's hard to look past how strange they are. It's very obvious why full body avatars are so hated. Many players don't like how they look, and I certainly don't like it myself. If you're a fan of full
It's just the noses, man. The noses just throw me off so much, dude. They look so bad.
body avatars, that's great. I just don't think they match Rec Room in any way. Another very controversial talking point is how there aren't any original rooms anymore. Rec Room has been flooded with slop games, which are sometimes directly
AI slop. This isn't. I don't think this is AI, but come on, bro. You gotta make something good, man. If you want to keep this game alive, you can't just be posting random things. This is literally like Fortnite. This is like the Fortnite experience.
ripped from Roblox. It's now very hard to find an entertaining
What?
game anymore because they're all pretty terrible. While this isn't Rec Room's fault entirely, they have promoted and endorsed such games on their platform. Rec Room has a real lack of creativity, and it never used to be so difficult to find a fun game to play. We used to see a lot of fun and creative games on this platform, but in modern day, I don't see much of that anymore. What made Rec Room different from Roblox is the games. It had unique and creative games, and, well, now it doesn't really have that anymore. It's issues like this that show us how much Rec Room has changed, and while everything must change over time, I think what Rec Room has been doing recently and what has happened to Rec Room has been terrible.
I feel like the thing is if you make like so much like how do I say this? If you make so much like choices and changes to your game so fast, like you're just gonna completely blow past what your entire fan base thinks. I know that there's always gonna be some comments that you're gonna see and stuff, but you're never really gonna pay attention to them, and you're gonna see like maybe like 10. If you're seeing like 10, it's not gonna matter when you have a fan base of over 1K. It's not really gonna matter. That's 10 to 1K, doesn't matter what they think. Honestly, they're just random people. But if you're making choices progressively fast, one after the other, that changes like a big part of the game, yes, you are going to lose some players. You are going to decrease in popularity. You're going to decrease in recognition because you're removing the creative parts of your game.
Before I go, I want it to be clear that I don't mean to strictly hate on this game. There is once a point where
See, like you look at these photos, like there's always like photos everywhere and stuff that you can see like on people's accounts, in like the main rec center. Sorry, bro, my hair looks like I'm Hitler or something. But in all honesty, dog, like this game used to be fun. I used to play this game all of the time. When I first got my VR when I was like 10, no, not even 10, like 9, maybe 8. I would always go into this game. This game was literally like, it opened my eyes to so many possibilities. I'm not going to say I was like Roblox, because Roblox really like opened my eyes like widely. This game, it's basically Roblox on VR, but kind of better, you know? Because there isn't copies, there isn't like a bad community within it. There's only like, I think there's like only like 5 controversies that happen in the Rec Room community. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but this game, man, it just sucks when you see like your own game like go to shame. It's pretty lame in all honesty, and I just rhymed. That's crazy, rhyme like dimes. But I'm actually just trying to say that it's insane that they low-key, like, they killed their game off really fast. That's what I'm trying to get at. They killed their game off really fast. That's the thing. It went from a social game to just a game where you could just load in, play a game, and then go to another one after it gets boring. it gets boring after like 15 minutes. I tried playing with like my cousins like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago maybe. I don't know. Maybe during the summer actually. Dude, I tried playing a game. We were trying to search for horror games, and it was just pure slop, dude. Most of the games weren't even fun. Like, it just got so boring really fast that we're like, alright, yeah, I guess we're not just gonna play this game anymore. And then we just went to another one. Like, that's a big thing, man. Like, I feel like just because Roblox has more compatibility than Rec Room, or it's more well known, because I think Rec Room is for all platforms, but it's mostly known for being a VR game, and you wouldn't really think that you would be able to download it like on like your phone or on your PC or your Xbox. Like I first got this game when I was on Xbox, and then I realized that it was like a VR game. I was like, whoa, this is a VR game, dude. This is crazy. And then I started playing all these other games. Paintball was the best. I always played with my cousins too, like a long time ago. But then the game just slowly started to die out. And when your game dies out, you lose user player base. Then you're losing the socialization that other players can have with other players, because your lobbies are slowly deteriorating with the player count going down. That means less revenue, less updates, and then your game is just completely gone. It's completely irrelevant. And that's the big thing that sucks with games that go unpopular that are actually really good. Like, man, it's just sad to see like a good game die.
I played Rec Room pretty often. I used to build things in this game, which all looked pretty cool. I loved creating things and making games.
See, like, games like these, man. Like, people will... I bet that someone worked super hard. I don't know if it's the creator of the video who made this, but him or someone else worked their asses off to make this. Like, it may not seem like a hard thing to do. Modeling is pretty hard. It's a pretty hard experience to get in, because you're literally making like a very important piece of a game. A model is literally, you're gonna see a model everywhere in a game. I don't know what I'm saying, dog.
On Rec Room, but I can't do that anymore. Rec Room just isn't the same. The direction this game has been going on for ages now has been terrible, and it isn't showing any signs of improvement. But anyways, thank you for stopping by. I hope you agree with some of the things I've said, and that's all I have for you. So, see you later. Bye-bye now.
That was a good video. I'm not gonna subscribe, but I'm gonna like the video. Just cause like, man, like, I'm not really into Rec Room anymore, but Rec Room fell off. Also, don't take this too seriously. I love it when someone is in the same session as me. In the same session as me would be screaming the hard R with no punishment, and I'd instantly get banned for accidentally saying fuck or let a damn slip out. Yeah, if you're saying damn, you shouldn't be getting banned for that. Like, at most, you should be getting like a little timeout, but that shouldn't even be happening either. Like, really, that shouldn't be happening. But I feel like I want to watch a Gideon video right now, Dan. Dude, I've been wanting to watch Gideon. I've been wanting to watch a Gideon for a good amount of time on the stream. Dude, it's only been an hour and we already cleared 3 videos.
It's Secret Clinical. It gives you 3 times sweat protection.
Alright, I'm gonna let this ad run while I go take a piss.
Oh, I need that stamp.
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get done in a list view. Next, I set a priority and a due date to keep things on track. I create custom statuses to organize my progress exactly how I want it. I like to add the action items field so AI can show me the next steps. I add my teammates as watchers so they're in the loop. ClickUp makes work easy, from personal projects to running a multi-billion-dollar company. Click the link below to create your workspace for free.
We shouldn't be watching Chopper anymore.
Would you say you're addicted to it?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I do watch it.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how addicted are you?
9.
9. When was the last time we watched Child?
Yesterday, probably. It's mostly just girls taking their clothes off and stuff.
So I guess what's the most hardcore thing? Like the most, I can't even talk about that. What video?
I mean, there's like gore shit, decapitation, murder.
Are they decapitating babies?
I've seen those before, yeah.
Do you ever kind of feel disgusted with yourself after you nut?
No.
Really?
I mean, probably should, but not really.
I do gotta go real quick. Let me make a new scene real quick, actually. Hold on, chat. I'll be back. Boy, I'm back. Okay, chat, I'm back. Alright, let's look at this video. Gideon, come on, let's giddy up. The following content depicts stunts performed by trained professionals accompanied by actual law enforcement. Do not try this at home. All subjects featured within this content are innocent or proven guilty in the court of law. Why are there some words that have like the red color? I don't know. Oh, it's... okay.
We shouldn't be watching Chop anymore. Would you say you're addicted to it?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I do watch it.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how addicted are you?
9.
9. When was the last time we watched Chop?
Yesterday, probably. It's mostly just girls taking their clothes off and stuff.
So I guess what's the most hardcore thing? Like the most, I can't even talk about that. What video?
I mean, there's like gore shit, decapitation, murder.
Are they decapitating babies?
I've seen those before, yeah.
Do you ever kind of feel this?
What?
Disgusted with yourself after you nut?
No.
Really?
I mean, I should, but not really.
Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? Welcome back to a brand new episode of EDP Watch. I am your host, DeMarcus Cousins III. And the reason why you guys haven't had an episode in the last 10 days is because your boy's been sick. I've been very sick. But now we got to deal with somebody even sicker. We got to deal with Mr. Patrick Kerwin. Patrick Kerwin is one of the most vile guys I have ever caught. Definitely top 5. But sadly, we got a couple more that are coming soon that are worse. But this dude, just horrible and just really deep into CP collection. I mean, he is so deep into it that, like, I think it would even make CP collectors be like, okay, that's too much. That's how deep this dude is into it. And not only that, but he has been under a federal investigation for 2 years, right?
Dog, what?
And I'm not gonna tell you guys now what he was under investigation for. You guys will figure that out later. But sadly, he has a real life victim as well. So this dude is an absolute horrible monster that we caught. Huge shout out to Decoy Mandy for giving us this case. And without any further ado, let's catch this.
That's Soki just sad.
Hey.
Hi, I'm 12. How old are you?
I'm 42. I'm from Buffalo, New York. Do you ever talk with older guys?
No, do you?
I mean, I'm an older guy, but I do like to talk to girls your age.
Cool.
I could get in trouble with underage girl.
Why would you get into trouble, though?
Like stuff.
What do you mean?
The last time I did it was like I was in 20s.
How old was she?
Like your age. I would love to slide my fingers down your panties.
Hey, Patrick? Hey, what's up, my man? Good, man, good. My name's DeMarcus. Hey, I was wondering if we can have a conversation. It's about some messages online. I don't want your job to find out about it.
All right.
Yeah. Appreciate you, man. And also, man, I'm not a cop or anything. Right. It's just,
Hi, I'm Carrie Kelch, founder of A+ Garage Doors. In the past 20 years, our customers have left over 20,000 5-star reviews.
A+ is a great.
What's this? What the f is this?
We know you hate child predators and love what we do, but sadly, the same can't be said for others. Join today on EDPWatch.com, and for only $4.45, you can help support us locking these monsters away. You'll get access to uncensored chat logs.
Bro, these are fucking trailer thingies, bro. These are so funny.
Cool, disgusting audio calls, and never before seen an early access to new videos. You'll be entered into monthly giveaways, get 50% off all merchandise, and get a chance to do an IRL catch with yours truly, DeMarcus Handsome. All on EDPWatch.com.
You know Mandy? Yeah. Well, you know how you were telling her you wanted her to tell her family? Well, she told her dad, and her dad was like, oh, you know what? He doesn't want to get law enforcement involved, but he, you know, asked me to talk with you. We have an organization that kind of talks to individuals that are talking to kids. You want to just stand over here and we can just talk?
Yeah.
That way none of your coworkers hear about your business. How long you been working here, man? Praise God, man. Awesome. So, I mean, just to kind of be straight up, like, how old did Mandy tell you that she was online?
She's
Okay, hey, I appreciate you being honest. And I appreciate her being honest too. I know a lot of girls, they like to set up guys and stuff, but she was honest with you and you're honest with me. I didn't read all the messages, like, you know, I didn't want to kind of put you in a bind or anything. But I guess who was kind of being more flirtatious? Was she being more flirtatious or was it more on your end?
Both.
It was like kind of mutual? Yeah. Okay, appreciate that, man. So her dad, you know, Mandy's mom, when he was 25, Mandy's mom was as well when they got together. So he's not opposed to the idea of an older guy, you know, dating a younger girl, but it's just kind of like who's the guy and what kind of guy he is. So with all the sexual stuff that was kind of said, would it have been forced on Mandy or no? Okay. So listen, man, I don't care about any of this internet bullshit, you know. That's just two people that are attracted to each other talking. My whole thing is, you were saying that some other kids were sending you like photos and videos of them naked and stuff, and they were getting added to these groups. And that's what we care about, man. It's kind of like trying to help identify those kids. Obviously, you're not in any of those videos or anything, right? Okay, I respect that. I figured you weren't as much. So like, what apps would they be sending these videos on?
Well, I don't really do that stuff anymore. Just probably on Snapchat and stuff like that.
Okay, they don't do it like on like Telegram, Teleguard, Zangy. Okay. So what's the youngest age we've seen? Because you say you saw girls Mandy's age and younger. So how younger did you see?
Probably like something.
Oh my. So like, are these girls? Are they by themselves doing it? Or are they?
I don't know how old they are. I mean, yeah, I probably assume that they're probably like.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, are they by themselves in these videos, or is there like an adult with them in the videos sometimes?
You'd have to look them up yourself, I guess.
That's why I'm trying to get a guy on the inside, man. Like, I'm just genuinely asking you. I mean, you'll really be a big help with trying to figure out about this stuff, because I don't know too much about it.
Like, what do you mean, like where to find it and stuff?
Well, I mean, I'm just like, because I've never really seen these videos, so like, what is a girl doing in these videos?
There's like all kinds of blacks and stuff. Like, some are like that, and, like, some are like, I don't know. A lot of them are just taking their clothes off and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
You just have to watch them yourself, I guess.
Yeah. Like, are there like adults in the videos with the kids?
Yeah.
Really?
Yo.
So, what?
Okay, yeah, ask me. Yeah, we'll keep it your business, yeah.
Are we being videotaped right now?
Just so that way, like, you know, no one can say like I put my hands on you or anything, man. I mean, honestly, I'm a big guy, you know? Yeah, I just don't want you to be like, oh, he hit me, and then also I can't be like, yo, he hit me. I can't say that, you know? This is just totally just between us, obviously, like, and after I'm done talking with you about
this.
this.
Private investigator then?
No, like I said, we have like this non-profit organization where.
So what should I do about the Mandy thing?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, we could talk about.
Keep on talking over there? Or
I mean, her dad isn't really too upset about that, you know? The whole thing, he just kind of wanted me to know about it because this is kind of like my expertise. See if you're a bad guy. Because like I said, Mandy's dad was way older than her mom whenever he got with her.
I mean, I was just thinking like more just a friendship.
Okay.
I mean, I probably wasn't thinking anything more than that.
Yeah. No, man, I respect that.
You know, I mean, I don't know. But should I just keep on talking with her, or should I?
Yeah, man, you can do whatever you want. If you want to keep on talking with her, like, you're more than free to. Like, genuinely, you could do literally whatever.
Should I mention this? Like, what should I say? Like, your father.
Love Roblox? Earn Roblox digital gift cards with Microsoft Rewards. Sign up for Microsoft Rewards and earn points for your everyday activities when you search on Bing, play on Xbox, and use other Microsoft products. Get started today.
I mean, maybe later after we're kind of done talking, like if you want, maybe you can hook us up with a couple beers in there maybe, and we can, after work or something, or maybe we can meet up somewhere else and chat with her dad. But it was kind of like, you know, her dad was like, oh, he's kind of a shy guy. He's not that big. So he was like, hey, can you go talk with him about this? And, you know, this is kind of my area of expertise because not everybody's like you where they want the relationship to be, you know, consensual.
No, it's like a friendship. Like.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best thing it can be because, I mean, you know, there's a lot of monsters out here where they'll talk to young girls just to hurt them, you know? And obviously, you're not that type of guy. Like, I could tell, like, I don't think you're a bad guy. Like, literally, I got a shirt that says that. But kind of going back to these videos, man, like, are these people like adding you to these groups with kind of like all these kids and everything?
Yeah, you can get on groups and stuff about them.
What apps is the most prevalent on, would you say?
Telegram, Snapchat. I've gone through therapy for this stuff before.
What do you mean for this stuff?
I did get in trouble before I did with the police and stuff. They did investigations.
What'd you get in trouble for with?
The videos,
Really? Are you a registered offender?
No.
No? So did they like find some kind of
videos and stuff.
Really? Of like kids?
Yeah.
Did you go to jail or anything with that? Okay, hey, I respect that. Well, here, I don't know if you know, Trump, he's real big on transparency. He put out that new implementation where, child photos are tagged now. So you can kind of see maybe like who your neighbor is, if they have child if you're going back and forth. And hey, how you doing?
What's going on, Pat? How's it going? I'm going to be a little bit late just talking to someone.
How you doing, man?
Who's the manager?
Oh, what's up, manager?
Owner.
Oh, owner, my bad. Big boss. Yeah. So, like I was saying, man, they freaking put all that out there. And obviously, I know you're not in any of these videos, but I'm seeing a lot of traffic being sent to you. So are we still being added into those groups a lot lately?
I have not been on them lately, no. I don't really go into those groups. A lot of them are just...
So you try not to interact with it, but it's still probably happening? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, I think you want to be on the right side of this, right? You got investigated from this before, and you don't want to tarnish your good name. You've been working here for 19 years. If you want, this is totally optional for you. I'm real big on transparency. We have a device that targets strictly child. So you'll keep everything on your phone intact and the same. And you don't need that? But I mean, there's a lot on there, man.
Not really.
Not really? No. But it's too much, though.
Not really. No.
If you had to say, I guess 1 to 1,000, how many child images would you say is on your device?
Right now?
Yeah.
Like 25, probably.
20.
20. See? Free Fire.
I mean, I know you've been deleting it, but even when you delete it, it's still on your phone. You know that.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really go away. So it's up to you if you want to get ahead of that. And
I've already gone through therapy and stuff.
You went through therapy, but I'm not talking about therapy. I'm talking about, like, getting that stuff off your phone. Because if a private citizen like me can see it, imagine what law enforcement can see, especially...
If I could just throw my phone out,
And listen, it's one of those things where, okay, he has child on his phone and he's talking to a year-old girl. It just doesn't look good, They're not gonna think, oh, he's getting cupcakes with her. But I mean, it's totally up to you, man. But I guess what's the youngest age on there do you think you have? So what's happening with that video of that road?
Take my clothes off, I guess.
Oh. Is there any guys in there like having with them? Because we want to try to get those kids identified. That's our biggest thing.
Really?
Yeah, man. It's one thing to watch it. I don't care if you're watching it, but I'm just trying to figure out who those kids are, so that way we can get them in a better condition.
I don't know if they're older ones or newer ones, because I have not been like paying attention to stuff on.
I feel that, but hey, if they're doing it to one kid, we both know they're not going to stop anytime soon. So the kid might grow up and they're just going to get a new kid. So our whole thing is like, hey, you know what? We want to find those guys because you're not in any of those videos, right? I know that. I respect that. But those guys in those videos, I think we could both agree, those are the real monsters, huh? So, I mean, it's up to you totally, man. Like, all you got to do is literally put it on airplane mode, and it just Bluetooth connect, and it deletes. And then also, it help us find out who these guys are so we can get the real troublemakers. And, I mean, we could be on the same team, man.
No, I don't have my phone on me at the time, though.
Oh, you don't have your phone on you? Okay. You're not lying to me, right?
No.
You don't want to, like, flip out your pocket? Not in your back pockets? Is it a cool iPad?
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Dang, why you go to work without your phone?
I just don't need it.
You don't need it? What do you do back there?
Just dishes.
Okay. So, do we do it more on our laptop or?
Just phone.
Just
I
phone?
don't really use a laptop.
Okay. So you say you have about 20 images? A chop. Okay. So I guess what got us wrapped up talking with a girl when we got?
I just met her online.
Just met her online? So did she message you first or did you message her first?
I messaged her first.
You messaged her first? I mean, because I don't know if any other guys that are more nefarious are talking to her. Did she talk about other guys talking to her or?
No. She said she wanted to talk to me if I was creepy, so she didn't think I was
I mean, I really didn't get that many creepy vibes from you, man. I mean, I guess the one thing that kind of was like, hey, we're kind of...
Were you the person that I was talking to?
No, I literally, her dad sent me all of this. But like I said, like her dad, he would be a hypocrite to call you out when he kind of did something similar. But I mean, like, I guess, why do we send Mandy, like, photos like that? Huh?
I don't know, it's not new.
Yeah. But I mean, like, why are we sending stuff like that?
Yeah, she just sounds like...
She's like, that's silly. Yeah. Do you consider her your girlfriend?
No.
You don't consider her? Because I heard about what happened with I read, like, you said something like your girlfriend in the Philippines broke up with you. What happened with her?
Yeah, she just got a new job and stuff. She's got a new job.
So did she live here and then move back?
Yeah. She was always in the Philippines.
So why'd she stop talking to you because she got a new job?
Just because it's a long-distance relationship.
You said that you
Yo,
said
he's like
that child.
eyeing
How'd
the
you even get wrapped
camera.
up in that?
Probably just because I had watched it a long time.
And what year did that happen?
What?
That you got wrapped up with the police and everything?
A few years ago.
A few years ago?
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Okay. Oh, you know them?
No.
Oh, nice car.
So what should I do now?
What should you do? I mean, one
Bro,
thing
he's
first,
just
I think
staring
obviously we
at
shouldn't
the
be talking.
camera.
We shouldn't be watching child anymore. Would you say you're addicted to it? And if you are, man, you can be honest.
Kinda, yeah, I guess.
Kinda.
Well, I was, yeah, I guess. I mean, I do watch it every now and then, so.
Yeah. So, like, I guess, like, on a scale from 1 to 10, how addicted are you?
He's addicted?
Hey, let's go somewhere fun with AAA. Let's go for a night on the town. No kids. Let's go for a weekend away. Okay, let's bring the kids. But first,
Okay, let's bring the kids.
let's get this fixed.
AAA, your membership to go.
If you have Netflix, you have games.
Bro,
And
this
if you have a
guy,
phone, you
I'm not
have a
trying to be
controller.
racist like John Un or whatever his name is. Dude, this guy's pretty annoying. I used to like this guy, but he's pretty annoying now.
9.
9. Okay. Well, listen, I believe in rehabilitation. I don't believe in incarceration. I believe that, you know, if you send people to jail, don't you notice, like, all the worst people, they always are the people that go in and out of jail? But when you give people some grace and it's like, hey, like, talk to them about it like a human being, you ever notice how they be the ones that really get their act together and really do better? I think we can both agree on that. So I guess, like, what do you think triggers you to, like, be addicted to this child?
I don't know, I'm not really, I gotta get to work now, but what do you want to talk to, like, other stuff later? Or?
I mean, I'm gonna be here for a while. It's just kind of like, you know.
Can we come back? Do you want to talk to me later?
Well, I mean, what time's your break?
I'm not a break. I mean, after work, if you like to.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously you do whatever you want, man. But
I'm going to be late for, what time is it right now?
It's 4:10. Not too late.
4:10.
Yeah. I mean, if the boss was real mad, he would have been like, "Hey, get your ass in there."
Yeah.
Bro, you got 19 years here. Wait, so have you been here longer than him?
Yeah.
So did he bother?
I mean, he's the son.
Oh.
I mean, working as a worker, yeah. But,
Okay. So listen, I remember I wasn't addicted to child pornography, but I used to be addicted to.
Okay.
And I would bring it to work with me sometimes, and like on my break, I'll be in the bathroom with my headphones on watching it. Have we ever had instances like that? Like that's real addiction. You have?
Yo, this guy's.
Oh, you haven't?
Bro, Ginny on.
So I guess, do you like to keep it like away? Yeah, okay. What apps are you getting this child pornography from? Because it's a different about the consumer.
Oh.
It's all about the maker.
Well,
That's all
there's
people
this
care about.
App Session, basically.
Session.
Right now, that's the big thing, probably. If you go into like any chat room or anything, like
Yeah.
chat room, they ask like they give like things about session ideas, and then you can meet them on group session IDs, and that's the big thing. It's just that or Tele. You got the mostly like discardable like app. Like
So it's kind of like those encrypted apps, kind of. Okay. So are these people like, are they just doing it for the love of the game? Or are they asking for like Apple gift cards or money?
Yeah, it's the game.
They just love it. So, I mean, I know earlier you said it was about 20, but, you know, obviously, you know, I think we're way past that. So if you could be honest with me about how much do you think it really is?
20 right now.
20 right now?
Yeah. I had a whole bunch before. And
You had a whole bunch?
Yeah. I just deleted them. Yeah. Just,
You delete it?
Yeah.
Dude,
So do you
this
delete it
guy
on
is
your
like
phone or your laptop?
so paranoid right now.
Your phone, okay. So you never
I
had to
would
pay
be
for
too
it
if I
at
was
all?
the predator.
They just gave
Which
it to
I'm not
you.
though. I'm not.
Do you ever
I'm not,
trade
I'm
with
not.
people sometimes? It's like, okay. So like, what did you trade to somebody and then they trade for you? What,
just videos.
Like what kind of video would you send to them and they would send to you?
Just of the same stuff.
What age range? Anybody ever seen you infants?
I've seen them before, yes.
Really? People sent you infants before. What's happened to a video with an infant?
That's fucked up.
What race are these people? Like, we're trying to narrow it down.
Mostly white.
It's white? Yeah. Do they seem American? Like, I know it's real big out there in Russia, or do they seem?
American.
It's American.
Yeah, American.
Is there anybody you know personally, like maybe one of their kids, and they're like making it themselves?
No.
Man, I mean, I understand you kind of fell down the wrong rabbit hole, but I think we both love kids. I think we both want to protect kids.
Yeah.
I guess what's the best? What are some recommendations that you think you can help me with, so where we can maybe help find some of those guys and those kids and get those kids rescued to a safe place?
Do you know much about the deep net right now?
I don't. What's going on there now?
I don't know. I've not been on deep net for years. That's where you find probably where all the stuff starts from.
Do you watch more like guy on girl or guy on boy?
Guy on girl.
Guy on girl. I mean, obviously, you're talking to Mandy, so you're not gay.
No.
Yeah. I mean, are you a virgin?
No.
No, you're not a virgin?
No.
So I guess why not mess with women kind of like our age?
I mean, I go to a strip club every once in a while. I don't know. Ever since my last girlfriend, I wanted to have 2 dates. I had a date with a 50-year-old woman.
God damn.
How old are you?
42.
You're 42?
Oh,
you had a date with a 50-year-old?
Yeah.
Nice.
Just met on Facebook and then went to the strip club over the summer, and that's about it. And I've been single.
So how'd you lose your virginity? Like, prostitute? Oh, my bad.
I'm 42.
Hey man, if I told you my story, man, you would sit up here and laugh at me. I mean, does anybody ever talk to anybody at work about this, or no one at work knows? Nobody at work.
They might have suspected something when the undercover cops came and asked for me some time ago, but.
An undercover cop came and talked to you?
Yeah, and they talked to me before, and they said, just don't hear anything about this, and I could get charges. I was trying not to get charges and stuff. So.
Did they take any of your devices or anything? They did? What did they take?
My phone.
They took your. Well, how long?
Search.
How long ago was that?
2 years ago.
Did they ever give it back to you? No. Did they found anything on there? Or?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What'd they find on there?
Yeah, my Telegram stuff. So.
And you didn't get charged for that? You think maybe it's still like a pending investigation?
I don't know.
This is my first time hearing about that. Dang. So I guess why would we put ourselves in a situation where law enforcement is already kind of like looking at you and then you kind of do it again?
Some move, I guess.
Just the addiction?
Yeah.
It's like a crackhead. Like, they try their hardest to get out of it, but they can't. Doesn't matter how hard they try. Doesn't matter how many rehab facilities. What rehab did you even go to? Because I know a couple good ones over in Niagara. Spectrum. Was that online or in person? Okay. What did you guys talk about there?
Yo, can you just call the cops already? God damn!
And went through a whole bunch of rehab.
3, 2,
about,
1. Boom! 2
Do you live with your family or live by
hours.
yourself?
My mother, she's in the nursing home at this time.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's why I don't really want to get in trouble, because I'm the person that's taking over the watching house right now, and you know, she's in the nursing home. I don't want to do anything stupid to get.
Yeah. I mean, luckily, what was said with Mandy, I mean, it's illegal, but it wasn't too bad. You don't have to worry about that. But I mean, you know, you gotta be there for your mom, man.
Yeah.
When was the last time we watched Child?
Yesterday, probably.
Yesterday? What was happening in that video you watched yesterday?
Mostly just girls taking their clothes off and stuff.
Okay, when you say girls, are we talking like, 20? So was it a guy with them oh, so it was just them by themselves? I guess, it kind of sounds like to me, you're kind of like trying to edge off of the more hardcore stuff.
Yeah.
Did you used to be more into the hardcore stuff?
Just girls or something, I guess. It's like the real hardcore stuff.
So I guess what's the most hardcore thing? Like what's the video that like, you know what, even though I like child, I can't even talk about that. What video comes to mind?
What's my favorite?
Not your favorite, but like one that like just really just like, oh no, that's too much.
Oh, I mean, there's like gore shit, decapitation, murder.
Are they decapitating babies?
I've seen those before, yeah. I can't go into towards the gore shit. I've seen stuff like that before. Yeah, I get sites, decapitation, murder, shit like that. Yeah, I can't do that kind of crap.
I mean, are you a believer?
No.
I mean, I bet even a non-believer, that makes you kind of just want to pray that God blesses them and bring them to heaven.
Yeah.
Blah.
Gosh, man.
So, like, are you guys gonna like
blah
press charges?
I'm not her dad. Her dad. I mean, would you want to talk to her dad?
Yeah.
Okay, I can call her dad.
Oh, really?
Huh?
Oh, really? You can call her dad?
I know her dad.
Oh.
Her dad's the one who told me everything. Mandy's white. I don't know her.
Too fast, Trevor, too fast!
I know what I'm doing, Mom.
A new driver. Yeah, I'm a little freaked out.
If there's one thing to freak out about, it's higher insurance
Yeah,
rates.
but who has time to deal with that?
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, I'm here with Patrick. I don't know why I forgot your name. We're just here talking about your daughter. I told him about how, you know, obviously with your wife and everything, you know, you dated her really young too, so you're not too bad at him, but he just wants to make sure everything's okay with you and everything, so I'll let you talk with him.
This is Patrick. I'm sorry if I like offended you with talking to your daughter and stuff, but I just want to let you know that I'm not like a bad guy or anything. I even told her like I'd much rather like just to like get to know her, you know. I mean, just to hang out. I always mentioned that would be best to go through you. I've always said for me to meet her, talk with you, and she always said, or I mean, I thought that would be a good thing to do. I mean, if we'd ever meet or to get to know each other, I'd meet you. I'm sorry, I hope, you know, forgive you. So I don't want, you know, anything serious to come out of this, you know. You say like law enforcement or anything.
I appreciate what you're saying and not hurt feelings.
Okay, thank you. Very nice of you. Thank you.
I mean, he's a real chill guy. I told you that. Like, I think it's just one of those things where, you know, we're dogs, man. We like girls. How many other girls are we talking to that are around Mandy's age?
She's like the only one that I really talk to like all the time.
So
I don't know if, like what the other ones are, if they're real. That's the thing, you don't know if they are real or not.
Oh, okay. So there's some other ones, but so how old are they?
I mean, you can go on like a girls' chat or something. If they come up, pop up every now and then, but
I'm talking more like around Mandy's age. Is there anybody else around Mandy's age?
maybe one other that I met earlier. Said she moved out from like Chicago into like down towards like Schenectady or Jamestown.
Schenectady. Oh man, I got family out there.
Yeah. She's Mandy's friend too.
Oh, they're friends.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Does Mandy know that you're talking to her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, she does.
Yeah.
How old is she? So what's her name?
Livy something.
Livy.
Yeah.
Did things kind of get spicy with her too? Kind of like Mandy? Okay. I mean, do you have any friends that are kind of like into the same stuff that you are? Or?
No.
Do you have many friends?
Yeah.
You do? Do you ever confide in them and be like, hey, I have this addiction with child?
Yeah, before.
And what they say?
Not much.
No words of encouragement or?
No, really. No.
Because I don't know if you and Mandy are going to work out. So if there's another.
I mean, just as a friendship, I didn't like totally dating or anything.
But you asked her if she
I
would be down to be your boyfriend and everything.
I don't know.
I think you would be good with Mandy, but that's like with other kids, how do we know like nothing's gonna happen with them? And when I say nothing's gonna happen with them, obviously if you're hanging out with them and stuff is gonna happen. I'm talking like, how do we know like they're not gonna get hurt, you know? Like you might go to range and it's like, oh, I don't wanna, you know, and they go missing. How do we know something like that's not gonna happen?
Because I'd want to do something like that. I got younger family members.
Yeah, I mean, do we ever babysit them or anything?
I have before.
Yeah.
When they were younger, but.
You ever had like thoughts sometimes where it's like the thought crept in your mind, hey, she's real young, she's not gonna remember.
I have before, but now that they're older.
Did anything ever happen with them?
No.
So, I mean, obviously this is stuff that like, you don't just stumble across. So did someone put you onto this or how do we get into this?
Searching.
You searched it?
Yeah.
So what did you search online to find it?
Like you start with like child, and then usually it like says you can't, then you have to go. It's just if you go in the group chat or like the online chat room or something. I was told to stay out of the kids chat because that's where I was at.
Why did they tell you to stay out of those?
Can't be in there like this year-olds and stuff.
Oh, so it's like you literally can't. Do you ever worry that like you could be traded with a cop one day?
Yeah, I probably have. That's why I got in trouble before.
How much, because you said you have about 20 now, but how much do you think you've deleted in your lifetime? 1 to a million.
Thousands, probably.
Thousands.
Jesus, man.
Do you like say them on drives or anything? Or what'd you do with the drives?
I smashed them up when I got in trouble.
How long did you lay low until you start doing it again?
About 2 years.
You just recently got back into it. So do you kind of like just beat and delete?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have no idea how much you're helping me. Do you ever kind of feel disgusted with yourself after you nut?
No.
Really?
I mean, I should.
No.
So
way.
You're really invoked it. You really like it, huh? What's the age range you prefer most? Why those age ranges?
That's preferred, I guess. Here's the cops.
Did your boss call?
I don't know.
We're just home. We're just talking. He's probably going to get food. Do you guys give discounts to cops? Hey, you're not gonna watch child anymore, right? No. No, and you're not gonna talk to the girls.
No.
This is your last time ever talking.
Yep.
And about how much child do you say you have?
12.
12. And how old are those kids in those videos? Do you have any electronic devices in your car?
Just my phone.
Okay. Is the child on your phone in your car?
No.
Okay. Where is the child then?
Probably on like some sort of app or something.
So, but it's on your phone though.
Not on my phone.
Not on your phone.
Where do you view it?
On phones.
So it's on your phone.
Not on my phone, no.
No, but you viewed it on your phone?
I don't need to speak with anybody if this isn't.
Do you have a ID with you?
Yes.
Can I see it?
And you're not gonna send a boxer pic of your to Mandy again, right? And you knew she was right?
Yeah.
Okay. Last time talking to her?
Yeah.
Okay. Appreciate that.
What do you do here, Patrick?
Dishwasher.
Okay. All right.
What a fucking loser.
$8 million rock, sweetheart.
If you're a predator, you're just.
You trip that laser, it's game over.
Come on now, bro.
Hey
Good job,
man, I hope you
Gideon.
guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Now, I know I told you guys earlier, hey, you know, there's more to this story, but before we get into that, I just want to give a huge shout out to the Lancaster Police Department. At first, they were very apprehensive about working with groups like us. You know, they didn't know how it was going to go, but I want to give a huge shout out to the lieutenant that showed up on scene because he did a great job, man. He saw what was going on. He took charge. He took the suspect in, and he even got even more information out of him in that interrogation room. So the people in Lancaster, you guys are in very safe hands. These are the charges that he was hit with from our case.
Oh crap. Alright, Chad, let's look at the charges. Yo, he was charged with rape? Second degree rape. Engaging the welfare of a child, possessing obscene sexual performance by child, promote a performance by a child less than 17 or just promote a sexual performance. Oh, okay.
So he's already gone away for a long time with that stuff, but this is where it gets even worse. This freak that's been under federal investigation for 2 years, right? Coincidentally, the next day, the FBI decides to do a raid on his house. They do a raid on his house to take more of his devices and to arrest him because they found stuff on those previous devices that they took in. But when they were looking, they were like, oh, wait, where is he? I don't see him anywhere. So they look him up in the system, see that he's in jail. And so they let the investigator know that they're slapping on even more charges. And all the charges that we got put onto him are now going from state to federal charges, which is absolutely great. And come to find out that the reason why this dude was on the FBI's radar is because this man took a S3X trip to Thailand to do horrible, horrible things to very, very young children. And it's so sad, but it's not a abnormal thing. A lot of disgusting men do this. And the fact that this dude could do this on a freaking dishwashing salary, imagine what these freaks that have millions of dollars in their bank accounts are doing. But that's how he got on their radar. I'm just so disappointed in the FBI because, I mean, you guys could have had this dude dead to rights years before with all the stuff that you guys got on his devices previously. But nope, you guys don't act on that. You guys want to act after we do something. Some YouTuber, a ragtag team of decoys. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. If I had the funding that the FBI did to do these investigations, I mean, I think we could literally make the world a very, very, very much safer place for children. But hey, we can't do that, but we can do it with your guys' support. So if you guys can, please support us on our website, www.
Dude, that's actually so cool, though. Dude, this guy has probably arrested more than 20 people. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 30, 31, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Dude, okay, no, I lost track of all my shopping, or all my thing. This guy has caught a lot of people. And the thumbnails literally just got better and better. Holy, good job, Gideon, bro. Gideon, you are 261 Predcatch videos. And this, probably counting his regular videos, probably negative 20 or 10. That's still a huge count, man. Let's look at his oldest, actually. Is it all just Predcatches? Alright, we gotta go to my experience at Astroworld. This guy was at Astroworld? That's crazy. Why Gideon will fall off? Yo. Predator catches, Gideon catches an EDP. Okay, so this is where he starts making the videos. Turning my life to Christ. Then he talks about the Lord and Savior. And then he starts getting into the EDP. That's pretty nice, chat. But I am going to end stream today. Thank you if you watched.